Casting for the film involved a careful selection process that aimed to find actors who could authentically portray the real-life journalists Bob Woodward and Carl Bernstein. Robert Redford, already a well-known star, was drawn to the role of Woodward due to his commitment to the story's integrity. His involvement helped attract other talent. Dustin Hoffman, who was not initially considered, impressed the filmmakers during auditions. His intense portrayal of Bernstein showcased a depth that resonated with the character's struggles. Chemistry tests played a crucial role in the casting. Redford and Hoffman met for the first time during these tests, and their dynamic was electric. They shared a natural rapport that translated well on screen, making their partnership believable. Alan J. Pakula was particularly focused on finding actors who could convey the tension and urgency of investigative journalism. As the casting process unfolded, the filmmakers also sought supporting roles that would enhance the story. Actors like Jack Warden and Martin Balsam were chosen for their ability to bring authenticity to their characters, adding layers to the narrative. The casting decisions were pivotal, as they not only shaped the film's tone, but also contributed to its lasting impact on audiences. Focusing on the directorial vision of Alan J. Pakula, in the 1976 film, the approach to bringing the story of Watergate to life was marked by a commitment to realism and authenticity. Pakula drew inspiration from the journalistic integrity of the two main characters, Bob Woodward and Carl Bernstein, emphasizing their relentless pursuit of truth. His style was characterized by a careful, methodical pacing that mirrored the investigative process, allowing audiences to feel the tension and urgency of uncovering a political scandal. Collaboration with the cast and crew was essential to Pakula's vision. He worked closely with Robert Redford and Dustin Hoffman, encouraging them to delve deeply into their characters, which added layers of complexity to the portrayal of journalists. The cinematography, led by Gordon Willis, used shadows and light to create a sense of foreboding, reflecting the dark themes of the narrative. Pakula's attention to detail extended to the script, ensuring that the dialogue felt authentic and grounded in real events. His dedication to a truthful representation of journalism not only shaped the film's narrative, but also left a lasting impact on the genre of political thrillers.
I'll stand with the Eagleton followers from McGovern not being able to get a replacement. He's offered to Humphrey, Kennedy, and Ribicoff. They've all turned in.
All the President's Men is a movie from 1976 that tells the true story of two journalists, Bob Woodward and Carl Bernstein, who uncovered the Watergate scandal. This film is filled with many funny, shocking, and sad facts, so keep watching this video. Out of the many roles in this movie, which one was your favorite? The performances by Robert Redford and Dustin Hoffman as the lead reporters are often praised, but there are many other strong characters that add depth to the story. Is there a particular scene or moment in this movie that has had a lasting impact on you? The tension and drama of the investigative process really highlight the importance of journalism in holding power accountable. Many viewers have personal memories tied to this film, whether it was watching it with family or discussing its themes with friends. We would love to hear your stories and memories in the comments below.
Okay, let's have it.
Yeah, here you are, Ben. Good, solid piece.
Filming All the President's Men involved meticulous attention to detail, especially in set design and location choices. The production team aimed to recreate the atmosphere of 1970s Washington, D.C., where the Watergate scandal unfolded. They used actual locations, including the Washington post offices, to give authenticity to the film. The crew faced logistical challenges, such as coordinating with local authorities and managing crowds in busy urban areas. Innovative techniques were employed to enhance the storytelling. For instance, the use of handheld cameras allowed for a more intimate and urgent feel, mirroring the investigative nature of the journalists. The lighting was carefully crafted to reflect the mood of the scenes, often using natural light to maintain realism. Additionally, the sound design played a crucial role, with ambient sounds of the city adding to the immersive experience. The production team also utilized practical effects to create tension, such as the sound of typewriters and phones ringing, which were integral to the newsroom environment. The combination of these elements helped to create a gripping narrative that resonated with audiences, making the film a landmark in cinematic history.
You mean the letter to sabotage the musky cannons? All right, come here.
While some viewers celebrate the film as a masterpiece, others find it lacking in excitement. The movie is praised for its detailed portrayal of the Watergate scandal, showcasing the relentless pursuit of truth by journalists Bob Woodward and Carl Bernstein. The performances of Dustin Hoffman and Robert Redford are often highlighted, with their chemistry bringing a sense of authenticity to their roles. Jason Robards' portrayal of Ben Bradlee is also noted as a standout, earning him an Oscar for his performance. The direction by Alan J. Pakula is recognized for its ability to create tension, particularly in the film's opening scenes. However, some critics argue that the film feels like a fragment of a larger narrative, leaving viewers wanting more context and resolution. The pacing can be slow, with moments that may seem tedious as the characters chase leads that often lead to dead ends. The supporting cast, despite being talented, is seen as underutilized, with some performances not leaving a lasting impression. The film structure can make it difficult to follow, as it jumps between various interviews and leads without fully developing the stakes involved. Despite these criticisms, the film's cinematography and sound design contribute significantly to its atmosphere, enhancing the suspenseful moments. The use of lighting and sound effectively captures the tension of the investigative process. While some viewers may prefer more thrilling portrayals of journalism, the film remains a significant exploration of the complexities of uncovering political corruption. The balance of perspectives on the film reflects its enduring impact and the varied experiences of its audience.
Now, we didn't have that. That he controlled the fund.
Right.
The score and soundtrack of All the President's Men play a crucial role in enhancing the film's narrative and emotional depth. Composed by David Shear, the music reflects the tension and urgency of the investigative journalism depicted in the film. Shire's score is characterized by its minimalist style, using subtle melodies and rhythms that create an atmosphere of suspense and intrigue. The music often underscores the characters' determination and the weight of their discoveries, allowing the audience to feel the gravity of the Watergate scandal. Shear's collaboration with musicians added layers to the score. The use of piano and strings creates a haunting quality, emphasizing the seriousness of the events unfolding. The score complements the film's pacing, with quieter moments allowing for reflection and more intense sequences driving the action forward. Insights from Shire reveal that he aimed to capture the essence of the characters' relentless pursuit of truth, using music to mirror their emotional states. The soundtrack also features songs from the era, grounding the film in its historical context. These selections help to evoke the time period and enhance the storytelling. Overall, the music in All the President's Men is not just an accompaniment. It is an integral part of the film that deepens the viewer's connection to the story and its characters.
Let's consult and link to the buggy.
Harry, this isn't a police story anymore. This is national. We need a top political writer on it.
Dustin Hoffman and Robert Duvall both mentioned that one of the main reasons they attended acting classes was to meet girls. They found these classes to be very beneficial during their youth. Jason Robards, who played a significant role in the film, was originally cast as the lead in Fitzcarraldo, but had to leave the project due to health issues after filming began. Footage of him in that role appears in the documentaries Burden of Dreams and My Best Fiend. Robards won an Oscar for his portrayal of Ben Bradlee, making him one of 18 actors to receive an Academy Award for playing a real person who was still alive at the time of the ceremony. Other notable winners include Spencer Tracy, Gary Cooper, and Meryl Streep, among others. This recognition highlights the impact of portraying real-life figures in film and the skill required to bring their stories to life. The film remains a significant part of cinematic history.
524743. I know that number. Between the first and second quote, there is a complete contradiction.
As the film unfolds, one of the most iconic scenes occurs when Bob Woodward, played by Robert Redford, meets Deep Throat in a dimly lit parking garage. The tension is palpable, created by the tight framing and shadows that envelop the characters. Director Alan J. Pakula uses this setting to emphasize the secrecy and danger surrounding the Watergate scandal. The performance by Redford captures Woodward's mix of determination and anxiety, while Hal Holbrook's portrayal of Deep Throat is shrouded in mystery, enhancing the suspense. Another memorable moment is when Woodward and Carl Bernstein, portrayed by Dustin Hoffman, sift through piles of documents and make connections that lead them closer to the truth. The cinematography, with its close-ups and handheld camera work, immerses the audience in the investigative process, making them feel like part of the story. The dialogue is sharp, and filled with urgency, reflecting the pressure the journalists face. Commentary from the filmmakers highlights the importance of authenticity. Pakula aimed to create a realistic portrayal of journalism, while Redford and Hoffman emphasized the need for their characters to embody the relentless pursuit of truth. The film's impact resonates with audiences, reminding them of the power of the press and the importance of accountability in government. The meticulous attention to detail in both direction and performance ensures that these scenes remain etched in the minds of viewers, serving as a powerful reminder of the events that shaped American history.
Oh, this is some stuff from the Eisenhower.
Dustin Hoffman was involved in a commercial campaign for Capel in October 2006. Robert Redford, who directed and starred in the film, believed that casting himself as Bob Woodward would create an imbalance in the film. To address this, he sought an actor of equal stature to play Carl Bernstein. He approached Hoffman during a Knicks game and offered him the role. This decision proved significant in balancing the film's dynamic. Basil Hoffman, another actor, has a notable connection to Mark Harmon. He appeared alongside Harmon in 2 different projects, both of which ended with Harmon's characters being shot. The first instance was in the 1978 film Comes a Horseman, directed by Alan J. Pakula. The second was in the 22-episode Posse Comitatus from NBC's series The West Wing. These connections highlight the intertwining paths of actors in the industry and the impact of their roles on their careers.
We wouldn't be here.
You wrote what I told you.
Oh, no, not your name. No one knows.
The film had a profound impact on American culture and society, resonating deeply with audiences during a time of political disillusionment. By portraying the investigative work of journalists Bob Woodward and Carl Bernstein, it highlighted the importance of a free press in holding power accountable. This message struck a chord with viewers who were grappling with the fallout from the Watergate scandal and the erosion of trust in government. The film inspired a generation to value journalism and its role in democracy, leading to a renewed interest in investigative reporting. Moreover, it influenced pop culture by spawning a wave of films and television shows that focused on journalism and political intrigue. The phrase "follow the money," popularized by the film, became a cultural touchstone, often referenced in discussions about corruption and accountability. The film also contributed to broader discussions about ethics in politics and the media, encouraging audiences to question the narratives presented to them. Its legacy continues to be felt today, as it remains a reference point in conversations about truth, transparency, and the responsibilities of the press.
Yes. Could you please hold 1 second, sir?
Yes.
Thank you. Mr. McGregor.
Yeah.
Can I call you right back, sir? I'm
Yeah,
very sorry.
okay.
Thank you. Mr. Dahlberg.
F. Murray Abraham began his career by appearing in a series of television commercials for Fruit of the Loom underwear. In these ads, he played the character known as the Bunch of Grapes, which helped him gain early recognition. Richard Nixon served as the 37th President of the United States from January 20, 1969, until his resignation on August 9, 1974. His presidency was marked by significant events, including the Watergate scandal, which ultimately led to his downfall. Walter Cronkite, a prominent journalist and news anchor, had ancestors who settled in New Amsterdam, the Dutch colony that later became New York. Cronkite's reporting style and credibility made him a trusted figure in American journalism, especially during the turbulent times of the 1960s and 1970s. The intertwining of these figures reflects a period of change and challenge in American history, highlighting the impact of media, politics, and public perception. Critics widely praised the 1976 film, highlighting its gripping storytelling and strong performances. Reviewers noted the film's realistic portrayal of investigative journalism, with Robert Redford and Dustin Hoffman receiving acclaim for their roles as reporters Bob Woodward and Carl Bernstein. The film's direction by Alan J. Pakula was also commended for its suspenseful pacing and attention to detail. Audience reactions were overwhelmingly positive, with many viewers appreciating the film's relevance to contemporary political issues. The film resonated with those who valued truth and accountability in government. In terms of accolades, All the President's Men received several prestigious awards and nominations. It won 4 Academy Awards, including Best Supporting Actor for Jason Robards, who played editor Ben Bradlee. The film was nominated for Best Picture, Best Adapted Screenplay, and Best Art Direction, among others. These accolades underscored the film's impact on both cinema and society, solidifying the reputations of those involved. The recognition highlighted the importance of journalism in a democratic society and inspired future generations of filmmakers and journalists alike.
I wasn't sure you were a Washington Post reporter.
I believe we were talking about a $25,000 check.
Jason Robards is notable for being one of only 9 actors to achieve the Triple Crown of acting, which includes winning an Oscar, an Emmy, and a Tony. This achievement places him alongside other distinguished actors such as Thomas Mitchell and Al Pacino. In the realm of U.S. presidents, Gerald Ford holds the record for the longest lifespan, living for 34,133 days. He surpassed Ronald Reagan by just 45 days. However, this record was later broken by George Bush, who lived for 34,504 days, outlasting both Ford and Reagan by significant margins. In the film industry, Robert Redford received an honorary Academy Award in 2002 for his lifetime achievements, particularly for founding Sundance, which has inspired many independent filmmakers. His contributions have had a lasting impact on the film community, promoting creativity and innovation. These individuals have made significant marks in their respective fields, showcasing talent and resilience throughout their careers.
I'm Bob Woodward.
Go see your car.
We parked around the corner.
During the making of All the President's Men, the cast and crew experienced many memorable moments. Robert Redford, who played Bob Woodward, took his role seriously. He spent time with real journalists to understand their world better. One day, he even visited the Washington Post office to observe the newsroom's energy and chaos. Dustin Hoffman, portraying Carl Bernstein, often improvised during scenes, bringing a fresh and spontaneous feel to their interactions. The chemistry between the two actors was electric, and they often found themselves laughing between takes, which helped ease the tension of the serious subject matter. The film's director, Alan J. Pakula, was known for his meticulous attention to detail. He insisted on authentic locations. So many scenes were shot in the actual offices of the Washington Post. This choice added a layer of realism that the cast appreciated. The crew faced challenges, like recreating the tense atmosphere of the Watergate scandal. They worked long hours, often late into the night, to capture the right mood. One night, while filming a crucial scene, a sudden power outage occurred. Instead of stopping, the crew used flashlights to continue shooting, showcasing their dedication and teamwork. As the film progressed, the cast formed a close bond, often sharing meals and stories. They discussed the importance of their work, knowing they were telling a significant part of American history. The film's success was not just about the story, but also about the relationships built during its making. The experience left a lasting impact on everyone involved, reminding them of the power of journalism and the importance of truth. Robert Redford has 3 children: Shauna, born on November 15, 1960, James, born on May 15, 1962, and Amy, born on October 22, 1970. His first son, Scott, was born in 1959, but died shortly after birth due to sudden infant death syndrome. Martin Balsam, another actor in the film, passed away from natural causes. He was found by a maid lying on the floor near his bed while he was on vacation in Italy at the Residenza di Ripetta. Dustin Hoffman, known for his role in the film, shared an interesting story about a cameo he made in the movie The Holiday. During an episode of The Tonight Show with Jay Leno in 1992, he explained that his appearance was not planned. While driving by a Blockbuster store featured in the film, he noticed cameras and equipment. Curious, he stopped to see what was happening. Since he knew the director, Nancy Myers, they quickly created a scene that made it into the final cut of the movie.
Thank you.
Have you tried the Mullen firm?
I beg your pardon?
The film had a profound impact on both cinema and journalism. By focusing on the true story of reporters Bob Woodward and Carl Bernstein, it highlighted the importance of investigative journalism in a democratic society. This portrayal inspired future filmmakers to explore real-life events with a similar depth and seriousness. The film's realistic style, characterized by its attention to detail and commitment to authenticity, set a new standard for how stories based on true events could be told. It influenced a wave of political thrillers and dramas, encouraging filmmakers to tackle complex narratives that reflect societal issues. The film's success also led to a greater appreciation for the role of the press, inspiring documentaries and films that examine political corruption and accountability. Its legacy can be seen in works like The Post and Spotlight, which continue to explore the themes of truth and integrity in journalism. The meticulous storytelling and character development in All the President's Men remain a benchmark for filmmakers today, ensuring its influence endures in the industry.
Took place in the office of the committee re-elect.
How is there a story in
There's a
this?
story in that because there's a lawyer in the office. I mean, you're more resistant than she is.
Richard Nixon served as an advisor to President Bill Clinton early in Clinton's term, providing insights on Russia. This marked a significant moment, as it was the first time a post-Watergate president allowed Nixon, a former president who faced disgrace, to visit the White House and offer advice. In the process of reporting on a federal audit, Woodward typed the word criticize, reflecting his background in English literature. However, the version that went out on the wire was criticize, the American spelling, which was likely changed by an editor. This small detail highlights the differences in spelling between British and American English. Ned Beatty, who appeared in the film, is notable for his guest roles on two of the longest-running primetime dramas in U.S. television history, Gunsmoke and Law and Order. His contributions to television further emphasize the film's connection to broader media narratives.
Were there any other checks, sir, that you might be aware of that could have come?
That's all I had to say.
Martin Balsam had a notable career, appearing in 3 films directed by Sidney Lumet. These films include 12 Angry Men, The Anderson Tapes, and Murder on the Orient Express. His performances in these works contributed to his reputation as a skilled actor. Ned Beatty, another prominent actor, is known for his role in the film, and is also the father-in-law of Rebecca Fishman. This connection highlights his personal life alongside his professional achievements. Richard Hurd, who also appeared in the film, had a rich background in theater. He performed in a stage production of Death of a Salesman with his wife, Patricia Hurd, at the Ventura Court Theater. This experience in theater added depth to his acting skills, which he brought to his film roles. The film features a strong cast, each member contributing to the overall impact of the story. The combination of their talents and backgrounds creates a compelling narrative that resonates with audiences. At the start of television news, Walter Cronkite played a key role in shaping the evening news format. In 1951, he was told by a CBS stage manager to sit at the desk and present the news. With little guidance, Cronkite decided to speak to the audience as if he were having a conversation. He organized the news stories like a newspaper, starting with the most important and moving to lighter human interest pieces. This approach helped establish a standard for news broadcasting. Attention to detail was crucial in the film's production. The design team created replicas of outdated phone books to ensure authenticity in the setting. This level of care contributed to the film's overall realism. Gerald Ford, who later became president, was recognized for his contributions to sports. He was inducted into the Michigan Sports Hall of Fame in 1977, highlighting his achievements beyond politics. His background in sports added depth to his public persona, showing a different side of a man who would lead the nation during a challenging time.
Lives. They planted spies, stole documents, and on and on.
Typing paper with red bands on the sides, and a large number printed on it is used for long-form stories. The number indicates the page number in the typed story, while the red bars represent the approximate column width when the story is printed. F. Murray Abraham studied drama under Uta Hagen at HB Studio in Greenwich Village, New York City. During the early 1960s, Robert Redford, a prominent actor, appeared in 4 films that received nominations for the Best Picture Oscar by 2014. These films include Butch Cassidy and The Sundance Kid, The Sting, All the President's Men, and Out of Africa. Among these, The Sting and Out of Africa won the Best Picture award. Additionally, Redford directed 2 films that were also nominated for the Best Picture Oscar quiz show, and Ordinary People, the latter of which won the award. This highlights the significant contributions of both actors to the film industry and their involvement in critically acclaimed projects.
71. I imagine the whole last year.
I'm not sure you...
Sharing your thoughts about the 1976 film All the President's Men can be a powerful way to connect with others. Many viewers remember how the movie brought the Watergate scandal to life, showing the importance of journalism in holding power accountable. It might have inspired you to think more critically about the news you consume, or even sparked an interest in investigative reporting. The performances of Robert Redford and Dustin Hoffman left a lasting impression, showcasing the dedication and challenges faced by reporters. Reflecting on your own experiences, you may recall how the film influenced your views on truth and integrity in media. Did it change how you see the role of journalists in society? We invite you to share your memories and insights. Your stories can enrich our understanding of this cinematic classic. If you enjoyed this discussion, consider liking, sharing, and subscribing for more explorations into the world of film. Your engagement helps us continue these conversations.
My sister. It's for you. It's Carl Bernstein.
Oh my God, he's the guy from the Post.
Can I just